SUPA ROBO Wise! It's your boy Zappa, Daimyo no Super Robo. Welcome back to Super Robot Wars Y. Previously, we unlocked a few challenges that come from older Super Robot Wars bosses. Not like older, but like recent older. Like the English age. The translated age. What is our new equipment do? Defender arm. Because it's going to be obvious that we need to put... Oh wait, they're already part of my regular team, the mages. Atlantean armor, 2000 HP, 30 armor, 80 and a move. Nice. Defender arms, extra HP, armor, energy, and mobility. God damn. Some good stuff. I should have another defender arm, right? There it is. Alright, who can we bring up into full custom? Who's next? You should have been. Broke. Alright. Next up on the Price is Right. The Devourer. A Devourer appears from beyond the dimensional veil, somewhere at Cape Town. On the bridge. Dimensional boundaries in this area continue to be unstable. Kylie is sure he's responsible for most of these inexplicable distortions. Called himself Keeper Dimensions, right? I wonder what that even means. Good looks, money, strength. Most people get two at most, but he seems to have cheated and chosen it all. I'm glad he didn't appear to be hostile to us, at least. I think my headphones are just falling apart because sometimes my mic arm works and sometimes it doesn't. Or the headphone itself. I'm not sure which. We don't know that for sure. He could come at us when we least expect. The dimensional boundary distortion coefficient is skyrocketing. This is a dimensional vortex. Like the one before. Looks like we're taking Carlium up on his invitation whether we like it or not. If we can't escape, then our only recourse is to fight. All hands, brace for impact, hurry! The next scenario, the Devourer's Challenge. Boat out. What are we? Looks like I've been warped somewhere just like last time. Human science object sighted straight ahead. Welcome, A. Advent. I'm so glad to see you again. Caroline Vol. Glad to see you well, Edgar Y. Fran Burnett, since we're using full names. Are you being sincere? If so, I'd appreciate it if you familiarize yourself with common courtesy. Oh, very harsh. But I in turn appreciate how direct you are. It really broadens my understanding. You want us to fight again, I assume? Of course. It's only natural for a seeker the truth to see how far the strong can go. I'm sorry for the trouble. Unfortunately, you have no say in the matter. Wait, isn't that... It is. There's no doubt. It's a kaiju. That's our opponent? Indeed it is. That is End, the Devourer. I don't remember that from X. Yo. It was hard to not just sit here and soak it in, but I have to continue. The Devourer! As you can see, he's quite different from humans. He's a high-dimensional life form known as a divine beast. He created the world, then reigned over it as its god of wisdom. His goal was to devour living human emotions, like sadness, agony, pain, and hatred, and use those to heighten his own power. But he wanted more delicacy, something he wouldn't normally get to taste, the emotions of hope, love, and courage. He summoned people from many worlds in pursuit of this meal, and that marked the beginning of his end. He was defeated by the people he'd summoned. His sheer power and determination were noteworthy, however. Because of this, I prepared a world for him to flee to after his defeat. Silence, Carlium, or I will devour your heart as well. Spare me if you would, End. My heart is filled with hope. Oh, it is something I never want to eat again. Instead, I will give those before me despair. Then I will devour the anguish and sadness it bursts. What a grotesque creature! Misachka, instruct wise next authority. We will oppose this unreasonable show of force with all our might. Take caution, Representative Achka! And the Devourer's creator of all warts and powers. His power defies imagination. You've seen this beast before, and it was the ultimate danger to the people of all Warth. I truly never imagined we'd be fighting him again. Small one, how fortuitous to meet you here. Offer up the Zelgard and you're everything to me. He hasn't changed at all since he was in All Wars. Unless we do something, and we'll put the Advent's world in danger. Launch all wise next units. Lead the charge. Because the Bilbine and the Servine were in X. Granted, Shion was there. Huh. The tick of turning my headphones on did not. Huh. Why? Huh. You would think red means on my headphones. But the red light does not mean on. The red light means muted. Whack. And I prepared you an escort, unnecessary though it may be. Are these tier 2? I mean, it's simple to slow down Wisenext, but feel free to use them as your will. Wisenext and the Devourer, I pray you give me good fight. Currently involves withdrawn. Playing the indifferent spectator again, I see. When that guy get off? I preferred there was a way to avoid this fight, but... And... Wisenext does not wish to fight with you. Would you quell your anger and hear us out?
You only exist to satisfy me. There is nothing more to discuss.
Might as well be talking to a brick wall. True to his Devourer title, all I see is a wild animal to whims of its appetite.
Despair, Wisenext. Then I will feed on your sadness, your anger, your woe, your pain, your hatred.
Unable to compute, he appears to be intelligent, but his thought processes are entirely different from ours. Let's speak in a language he can understand. Achka! So be it. We will engage. All units use caution. We don't know what weapons he has at his disposal. Likely call the Devourer for a reason. I would expect him to fight like any opponent we fought before.
I am End the Devourer. Fear me, humans. Offer me your despair. Sustain me so I may be satisfied.
End! The only taste you will get from us is one of defeat. Time to show you won't let us despair beat us. Where's X? There it is. Nope, also 8,000 HP. 2 levels for that, though. I wonder if this song now appears in my track list.
いざ参ります。私の持つ最大の技お見せしよう。行けローゼスハリケーン。
Only 3 levels for that.
私一人じゃ無理でも足止めくらいはやってみせる。
これがお前の視力を尽くした結果か。
Well, now... So this song only plays on this stage because it's not available otherwise? Okay, there it is. It did show up. I'm just a little slow. Don't mind me. Anyway, yes. How do we begin? Where do we begin? Why do we begin? AL. Tachi. 3 levels. Four levels for Yune. Scan up. Four levels. Oh, 79 there. Three levels there. $79 there. Brave. Yeah, alright. Brave up does give me charge, so. Yeah, you have persist, so you're not gonna take much damage. It seems that this version of Ed was brought here before he died in our final battle. And Swedish should be the same, right?
No, stop. Do not want to eat miserable hope.
Ed? What's wrong, Sparrow? Something I must ascertain, Master. We should attack with our dogma. Alright, full power!
No, stop. Cease this.
お願いしますマスター。
終わらせます。魔獣エンデ、私のドグマで私たちの全てをかけます。魔力とオドを一つに。これで終わらせます。
全てを生み全てを滅ぼす。
これが創造のドグマです。
我は腹が減ってきたぞ。お前とゼルガードと小さき者、我はそれを欲する。我は終焉を呼ぶ。我が意志よ、光となりてあの者を包め。お前の思いは我が食らう。
Plink.
大丈夫ですかマスター。
ありがとうホープス。でも平気だから。オーケー、あとはお任せ。超人技天雷万殺、逃がしちゃダメ。みんな将来の陣だよ。天殺。
至高の食事を目の前にして食欲が我を支配する。
What other moves do you have? Do you just have the one? You have a map weapon. Stupid range. All Disabler also as well. Intimidate. Disrupt. And where is... You already analyzed? Yeah, somehow. No, I didn't cast Intuition. I backed out so I could make sure I cast Disrupt. Bahadril! Nope, you don't have a Magic Zeal button.
Let me feed on the despair of all humans on that ship.
This guy's appetite is big as he is. Every man such creature could exist. Don't turn it to fear, Nina. That's exactly what he wants. We must keep hope alive and fight for all the Evans people. Aye, aye, miss.
So you won't abandon hope.
Target in the Devourer. We'll not allow him eat away at our feelings.
私は勝ちたる。好きに花
Turn a tree into a tree.
全ては移ろう。
Four levels for that.
Their hope gives me pain.
What's going on? Jordan countermoves and defends on negative emotions like pain and sadness. Perhaps positive emotions such as hope, love, and courage are spices meant to bring out the full flavor of negative ones.
Then he lost because we didn't abandon hope?
Yes, and the Devourer ate more of our positive emotions than he could handle. Looks like he has a stomachache from over-seasoning his food.
Hope, the forbidden flavor. I know it's dangerous, and yet I still crave it.
Ender? Good work, End. Thank you for helping me in my pursuit of truth. Allow me to congratulate you for defeating End Wise next. I have a small gift for you. Please take it. Another wizard operator.
Very well, much obliged.
We don't need your consideration. I ask you to return us to our own world at once. Very well. Do keep in mind, however, this is not the end. I intend to invite you again. Are you dissatisfied? I know you won't listen if you're refused. Thank you, Wise. Next, I'll send you back to your own world now. I do hope we can meet again. And thank you. Back on the ridge. Situation report? We're near the Cape Town servers. Air vents are all operating normally. We made it back then.
That said, I get the sick feeling that wasn't the end.
It's likely any anomalies involving dimensional boundary distortion are in Corellium's doing. But we have requests to investigate those. We'll have to go there eventually. Magica? We don't. There's no telling what Corellium might do. She'll be waiting for us with another strong opponent. Allegedly strong.
Silver linings that will be rewarded for our trouble, at least.
We can revisit the matter with the anomalies at a later date. I'd think Wisenex have more important issues to attend to. Alright, there we go. Well then, that just leaves a third one. Next time. Who is the guy at the end of T? I don't know him. I didn't finish that game.
女性の忍者はくの一の忍者。それは昔の話。おぼろでの任務はあんまり男女で差はないよ。でも私としては綺麗なドレスを着てパーティーに潜入する任務だったら大歓迎だけどね。そういうところのマナーも身につけてるんですか？もちろん。だって忍者だもん。じゃあそういう機会があったら淑女ぶりを見せてくださいね。そういうわけなんでプレイヤーの皆さんは祝勝会を開けるように頑張ってくださいね。期待してます。
All combat is over. Now that you've tasted victory, I'm sure you'll be back.